Expedite, the pre-workout, is designed to really help you get through those moments where you feel a little fatigued. Sometimes your body does get a little tired, gets a little sore. With this kind of stuff, it picks you right back up.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas here with Jessie Vargas. Happy holidays, as me and you were matching red, portraying our holiday spirit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Holiday spirit is here, and
you have this fight, and it's during the holidays, and that must be tough, right? Because holidays is always eat, and you have a camp during this time. It's Christmas, New Year's, and then you have this fight with Mikey, and those are like the two most like family and like food type. And you have to go down back to 47.
Yeah, man,
it's rough.
It's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. Once you sign on to be in this career, you need to know some of the weaknesses that come into this. And some of the things that the downfalls here is just having a diet. Especially me going back down to 47, I'm gonna have to make sure that I don't cheat not even one day in camp, and that means no tamales. And not even a taste of it. Maybe pozole. I could do pozole, a little bit here and there, chicken pozole. And, I guess I just got to pick and choose my specific plates. Hopefully no one eats tamales right in front of my face. But if they do, I guess I understand. We are a Mexican
family. Want to know a trick? Lennox Lewis told me this. And he's like, dude, if you ever get hungry and you want to eat something sweet, take a bite, a small bite, and then just put it away. And that will kill that craving that you have.
I don't know if that works for y'all, but the minute that you taste it, you get a little glimpse of it, like, I want all of it. You know what I mean? That's the thing. But with that being said, I think it just takes mental strength to say, no, I'm not having it.
That's tough.
And I think if anything, I drink a lot of water. So if I want something, I drink a lot of water, and I feel so full that I don't want to eat anymore. That's what I try and do, and it actually works. Also, go ahead.
Almonds and nuts, that also kind of kills the hunger sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it also makes you gain weight, so that's something to...
Does it really, yeah?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I always knew it was like a better snack replacement.
It is better than a snack replacement, but if you have too much of it, I mean, it will make you gain weight. I mean, me that I have to drop down to 47, I have to make sure that I'm specific with everything I take in.
So this is the most specific you have to be now in whole career diet-wise?
I did at 140. I did at 140 before. My last time of making the weight, it was difficult, but I made it. And it was just strict diet all around. And now it was November of 2014 against Antonio DeMarco. And now I got to do it again for, February 29th against Mikey Garcia at 147 pounds. But I'll be able to make it. I mean, I'm right in between 47 and 54, right in between where I can still make 147. I just have to have a strict diet. But I'm glad that this came before I fought for a title at 54, because the minute I fight at 54 and I win a title, I'm staying there for certain. Again, that's another conversation that I have to have with my team and find out where they want me to campaign at. But we'll see. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. I would feel very comfortable at 54. I was feeling comfortable at 54, but 47 I can make.
When's the last time you were at 47?
Last time I fought 47 was October of 2018.
Okay, so not too far away. It's been only like a year and some change, yeah.
Yeah, a little over a year, but I mean, now it's back time to 47. It's worth it. I think that the fight fans are gonna get their money's worth. On February 29th in Dallas, Texas. And Mike Garcia is a great fighter. I am a fighter who always comes to give action-packed fights, and this fight here will elevate my game. Will take me to another position in my career to where I will fight for a world title very soon. This fight is we're fighting for a WBC title, and which that makes it more significant. Besides, that's what I'm not certain of, but I know that we were going to fight for a WBC title.
WBC title, right? Because that spans...
We're fighting for a WBC title. I'm not sure exactly which one, but keep in mind, we just announced the fight today. We're trying to work everything out now, and I got news that we're fighting for the WBC title, so I'm stoked for that.
When this fight was brought up to you, and knowing that you had a relationship with Mikey before, what were your first initial thoughts? And did you think man, I really like Mikey. I don't know about this fight.
You don't think things like that. You just think it's a fight that they want to make, and if it makes sense, it does make sense for the fans. It makes sense for us, for him and I. So why not? Why wouldn't we make it? Friends is one thing. But Ultimately, we're in this business for a reason. We're in here to give the fight fans the biggest fights possible, to prove who we are, to prove our talents, to show how talented we are and what position we are in our careers. And the winner here is definitely going to go up ahead and fight for a world title. That's the plan.
So you never thought once like, maybe I don't know, like we're friends, like maybe I shouldn't go through with it because of that, the friend aspect?
I think that we all know that this fight was very possible. I mean, about 8 months ago. So since 8 months ago, we knew that it was possible, and it's going to be made now. February 29th is the date. But no, I mean, keep in mind, Tyson and Holyfield were friends, good friends before the fight, and
Bit his ear.
one ended up
Don't go bite.
yeah, one ended up leaving without an ear. So I mean, what I'm saying is like, once the bell rings, things change. We're focused, tunnel vision, focused on winning, and I am focused on winning as of now.
When you saw the Spence fight, which is Mikey's first fight at 47, and you see that he didn't do too well, and it seemed that Spence was just too big for him, and that he is a smaller 147-pound. Do you think coming into this fight, that's the biggest advantage that you have, that you're a bigger guy, you faced bigger guys, even bigger than welterweights, and that ultimately that sizes can play a big role in the fight?
Mark, I think that something we have to realize is, I'm not a southpaw. So I just have to study Mikey Garcia the best that I can. Me and my team will study him for sure and make sure to pay attention to all the strengths and weaknesses that he has, and make sure that we use all of the advantages possible to win the fight, and also exploit some of the weaknesses. But he's a talented fighter. I have nothing bad to say about him. Now I just have to, look for his weaknesses and dissect them and come out victorious come February 29th.
Do you see a lot of them, weakness-wise, or do you think he's a very complete guy?
He's a complete fighter, without a doubt. But the key is to look for any small mistake, any small area of weakness where I can capitalize on.
When you look at this fight, I got to think, this is an opportunity for you to get like a legacy fight. Like this is a big fight where like you could say like, hey, I beat Mikey. Like it's a big name to have on your resume. Do you look at it that way too?
Definitely. I mean, listen, I'm always 100% focused just on winning. I don't look at the details until after the fight. And Mikey is just another fighter. Not just another fighter. He's a fighter who is very talented, who is a unique fighter, who once I defeat, I'll get plenty of credit for. And I'll be put in the pound for pound list. In beating Mikey Garcia, and that's the plan. I'm young, I'm strong, I'm a complete fighter myself, and winning this fight will elevate me so much further in life, in my boxing career.
Going from the middle of 54 and then coming back down, what kind of advantage do you feel will make itself known in the fight? Is there advantage of going a little bit up and then coming back down for you?
There's not advantages in that. It's just point blank. It's gonna take some sacrifice to make 147, and that is something that I'm gonna have to pay a lot of attention to throughout camp, just to measure where my weight is from beginning of camp to middle of camp to come the week of the fight, the week before. I think that's gonna be a key factor for me and my entire team, my nutritionist, my strength and conditioning coach, and all the above, because I need to make sure that I come in strong, fully energized, and at optimum level.
Was this the only fight offered to you, or you had another fight offered, or was this the one that, to you, money-wise, name-wise, made the most sense? Because I know when I spoke to you, I think last month, you're like, man, I don't have a fight yet. I want to get back in there. You really weren't sure like what was going to happen.
But I trusted my people. I trusted the people I work with. They told me to have a little bit of patience, and I did. I knew something was in the works. I knew something was going to come up, and thank God. I'm a strong believer in God, and I knew something was going to come up. Thankfully, we have this fight now, and it's a great fight for the fight fans, a great fight for me, and just a fight where I need to make sure that I show what I'm about and show my level of talent and come out victorious come February 29th. That's a key factor there. But I believe in my team and having patience. Everyone in my team made the fight possible. They all gathered together and was able to make this fight, in which I think each individual for it. I really do.
I know this is a cliche question, and it'll be the last question, Jesse. Why do you think you can win this fight? And why do you think you will win this fight?
I think that it all comes down to work ethic. It all comes down to who really wants it the most. It comes down to who prepared properly, and I will do each and everything to perfection because I know that there's a lot at stake in this fight, for sure, without a doubt. And I'm gonna work my ass off to win this fight. Win this fight and shine. February 29th, I need it, and I really need this victory. And later on, that would catapult me to another position in my boxing career. So basically, it's that looking for it to push me to another level.
Okay, because you said there's a lot at stake, and I'm like, well, what's the thing that you feel that is most at stake? Is it's going to catapult you into like a big, meaningful title fight, or is there something else you're alluding to?
My future, the respect of the fight fans, the admiration of the fight fans, and my family. Everything's at stake here, so I got to make sure that I push forward, come out victorious, and then give the fans what they want to see when in victory.
Jesse, man, I wish you luck. Thank you so much. I know it's going to be a long few months, but you will get prepared. I wish for you a healthy camp as well and nothing happens. I appreciate it. It's good seeing you as always. Thank you so much. Jessie Vargas fights Mikey Garcia coming up Texas and Frisco on DAZN.